It's what?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
It's not live because I'm recording it on my phone.
Oh, you in? You in downstairs in the shop?
Well, I am now, but I'm recording it on my phone because it takes time to set up and to break it down. It takes too long, so I rather just do it.
You just lazy.
I don't think it's laziness. I think I gotta end. See, when you do the if I do it live or I record it straight to YouTube, then I gotta create a new link every time. So
Oh,
that would take about a minute and a half, 2 minutes in between every take. Right,
oh,
and I can do this. It's no seconds in between takes. See what I'm saying?
okay, okay.
Yeah. So that's so. But if I'm with you, we'll be on camera together. But people don't want to see me on camera. They just want to hear you. So that's not important. So so we gotta do this for every video. If you got a question we gotta say it for every video. It's not one long video, Mr. Muhammad. I chop it up. So that you got like 30 videos. So if you guys want to ask the Hall of Famer, Captain Leon Muhammad, a question, feel free to cash at me at Silent Heroes on Cash App. SILENTHEROS, and I will gladly get it to him. And we'll ask him the question there. So I want to ask you, the Hollywood Charades has a card this weekend, Saturday, May 31st. Caleb Plant is fighting Armando Resendez, and Jamal Charlo is fighting Thomas Lamana.
Oh, that's on.
That's the
No,
31st, Saturday.
Fred. No wonder Cornplay ain't been answering his phone. His mother or his father. So they in the camp.
Uh,
Oh, he did take the Charlo fight. Cornplay. We call him Cornplay.
yeah. Yep.
Lamont.
Yep.
He did take the fight.
Yep.
Fred. He fighting the big one or the little one.
The big one.
You think you give Cornplay a chance?
I just want him to look good because when he fought Laura, he looked horrific. So, um, hopefully he looks good and can still make money on the East Coast and promote fights and make money and make a living.
Fred.
Uh, he's
His
been
last three shows was good. Cornplay, his
uh-huh.
last show at the Prudential Center, he did good. They broke it in half, and he got about 6,000 people there for his last show. He did good.
He deserves it. He works hard.
His name is popular. He's from that area, and
Yep.
he's Italian.
Yep.
So they've been coming out for him, and his father is big in the trash business. His father sell a lot of tickets at the mall for his show. Because his father give discount. Y'all buy some tickets for my son's show and give them to the school kids. I give y'all a discount on picking up your trash.
Good.
So that's where the Hollywood charades still trying to hold on there.
Yeah, they holding on. What you think of who's gonna win that fight? Charlo or Lamana?
I like Lamar.
Really?
Let me say this, Fred.
Yeah.
I could be biased. I did a lot of business with his grandfather who was strong in the ledge, so-called underworld. Ledge, I don't know if he was part of them guys or not, but I did a lot of business with old man Thomas.
What type of business did you do with him?
I did a lot of business with him, Fred. Boxing, numbers, boats, fishing, a lot of business, all kind of business with him.
Fishing?
Huh?
You said fishing?
Yeah, a lot of business.
What's fishing? What's that?
Fishing, going fishing with bait.
Oh, you went fishing with him.
I did a lot of business with him, Fred.
Okay.
See, real question, your cash app got to jump. That's why I know what to throw out there, Fred. Trust me. Now, his grandfather was a hell of a guy. well
Was he?
respected, well respected. Now his father is respected. Benny is my guy. Benny have always taken care of me. I call Benny. He's old man. What you need? You got all your medicine. He's like Shelly, but he's more consistent than Shelly's my guy. There's no him and his secretary Cecilia Soto. Those are my people. But Shelly got a restriction on when he's going to do something, when he's not going to do something. Now, if I call Shelly in June, I can't call him no more to August or September. Now, August, see, I called him in July for August because that's when you're going to be in Virginia. You see what I'm saying, Fred?
Mm-hmm.
So I said this, and the Hollywood charade, Fred, they need to pack it in. Do you think they need to pack it in?
I think it's over. It's over, dog. Like it has no pop. Caleb Plant is fighting in Las Vegas. He's the hometown kid. It's no buzz. Um
He live
he's
in Vegas now, Caleb Plant?
yeah, he's married with child. He does. Oh yeah, he's Caleb Plant has carved himself a good niche. He's a very forward man. Says what he means what he say. I wouldn't fuck with. I tell you one thing. I wouldn't fuck with Caleb Plant. I'm being honest. He's like Terrence Crawford. Don't fuck with him. He's one of them guys. Nah. He gonna protect his family and fight to the death. He's one of them guys. But on the flip side of that is, if you have a relationship with him, he's very honorable.
Somebody told me that he said something slick about me, but when Sam told him, said, "This ain't the guy to play with, man."
Mm.
Because what happened, Fred? You remember when Earl Spence came out and called me a top ranked lab
Oh yeah,
dog
yeah,
and
yeah. That was funny. Yeah, 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 yeah.
a Don King henchman?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, Sam told him. Sam said, "Listen, man, you can't play with this guy. He's the wrong guy. All the fighters you respect, all their crew from the hood, love this old fat motherfucker, man, because he paid his dues. And he got some real killers in the penitentiary that can get to you." I'm standing there when Sam told me, he don't know, and I'm standing behind Sam. So I told Errol Spence, I said, "Listen, man, do you know me?" I said, "Bro, I got some people in your neighborhood that knows your father, that knows your cousin them will blow your head off if I give that order." I said, "But bro, I ain't about that, man. I ain't thinking about you. I give a fuck about your two little daughters, man. I want them to have a father, man. Don't let these sports writers play you into talking bad about me. You don't even know me. If you got a problem with me," I told him, I said, "You know Barbershop Fred." And at that time, I think Davis, was he still living when the article came out on me?
Yeah. He posted on Instagram. But you
Yeah.
was talking now. I'm not defending Earl. Earl can defend himself. You was talking big shit about Earl. He's a drunk. He's this. Now, come on now. You called him a
Fred,
drunk. Now. But so he's a
go ahead.
man. He has
It
every
proved
bit.
it.
He has every bit to respond to you.
Fred, it proved that he was a drunk because
Yes,
he
and
took the
and
call.
and he admitted he was a drunk. I hold Earl Spence accountable for drink. I'm not, but come on, man. You were very malicious towards Earl Spence. Very
Fred,
malicious.
and I said it. And I said it 4 years ago before we lost to Davis. I said if Crawford drunk, he don't drink. He couldn't beat Crawford. All the time you know me, Fred, I told you that in New York and Brooklyn that he couldn't beat Crawford.
Hmm.
Did I not tell you that? Did I not say that on Ellie Setback? I said it on your show. I
Yeah,
said it
and you end up being correct. You end up being
no,
absolutely correct. I'm not. I'm
because I
not.
know boxing. See, Fred, I keep telling y'all, a fighter is only good as his team. He don't have a good team. He got one guy who I love dearly, Sam Watson. All he want to do is take pictures in the middle of the ring. His son went around giving depth to Waller, who's a dead man now. That's your man from Tuscaloosa. So, Fred, he got what he deserved. Tank gonna fall from grace next. Watch and see. But I wish him well. I don't think Errol Spence should ever fight again.
You don't think you should fight again?
No. Fred,
Why?
he took a whooping He took a beating that's gonna last him a lifetime. See,
Really?
it's the
Sugar
Pat
Ray
Brandon,
Leonard took a beating.
but Ray was an icon.
Don't matter if he was an icon; he's still human.
Ray,
Terry Norris
listen,
beat the brakes off of Sugar Ray.
okay, but Ray was 5 or 6 years, but Terry Norris beat him. But what did Ray come back and Ray came back and beat Hagler?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Don't ever say that again. No, don't ever say that again.
What?
Ray beat Hagler. But anyways, we could talk about
No,
that
no, no,
another
no,
time.
no, 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 no. We talking about right now. You started this. You started
Ray
it.
did
I'm
not
going to
beat
finish it.
Hagler. Ray did
Yes,
not beat Hagler, and
that's
you know
your
it. You
opinion.
know it.
But I don't know nothing.
Okay, I know.
All I know what the judges said,
Okay, the
and me.
judges say he won. The judges say he won. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You're
And
right.
then
History.
Hagler crying about all the judges. He started talking like Larry Holmes. All the judges was drunk. But the
They
man out hustling him. The man out hustling. He
for
wanted the
30
point system.
seconds.
Fred, it's only if it's only 2 seconds. He closed the
Man,
show.
I don't
He
even like
closed it.
watching that fight, dog. That fight is annoying. Like,
Fred, it's
man,
not
Sugar Ray was a
annoying. It's annoying to you
yeah. You're right.
because you don't know the game
As
is
much
to be
as you. You're
told.
absolutely right.
The game is to be sold, not told.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Ray sold the show.
He
Let me
sold
tell you
it.
something.
You're right. He sold
Listen,
it.
Hagler, it was 100,000 T-shirts. Ray sold 85,000, and Hagler only sold 15,000.
Right.
Ray
Right.
was a golden boy.
He
Ray had a lot
was.
of great moments.
He was.
Hagler never got the great moment. Hagler should have stayed around to the 76 games, but Hagler wanted to turn pro in 72, 73. Look what he got him. Got him 2 losses from 2 nobodies in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he had a 12-year reign without losing, but Fred, look at the people that he fought in those 12 years. The only good fight he fought in that 12 years was Vito Alapermo, Mustafa Hamshaw, and John the Beast McGowan.
Well, I
Rest of
heard he.
them,
I don't know the history of it. I don't know the history, but you're right.
I know the history
I
because he's
know
from
you do.
Newark.
That's why
Fred,
I'm
he's
not just.
from
I'm not. I don't refute you.
Fred, he's from Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And his mother had a sister living in Broxton, working for rich white folk. That's how his mother decided to go to Broxton.
Mm.
Because they left Newark during the ride. I think he was about 12, 13 years old.
Mm.
That's how he got to Broxton. See what I'm saying? So, Fred, I tell people, I look crazy. Got no head, got new teeth, but I know this game. I know this game backward. I know more about this game drunk and sleep than people know right
Right.
away.
Has Earl Spence seen your new teeth?
Huh?
Has Earl Spence seen your new teeth?
No, I don't care if you never see him.
I'm making a joke because I remember he posted you on Instagram about your tooth,
Yeah,
But I'll say this, man.
but
Uh, Go ahead.
he didn't know. Had he didn't know the power I had in the streets with all these kids, gang, all the Blackstone, Peastone, many of them in Chicago. If he'd known the power I got in the streets, he never would have said nothing. Fred, I can touch him. Sam explained to him, and the guys around Sam said, "This man can touch you." But I
What?
wouldn't do that, man, because his daughter's so pretty. They grown up, and they need their father, Fred. And they
One
need.
isn't that behind you though? Like touching people.
Fred, let me say something. I'm gonna put it this way: certain people can bring me out, people that I love. If you call me and tell me one of them teachers act crazy towards your children, a Purnell daughter call me and tell me somebody disrespect her children down there in Norfolk, I'm gonna touch them. Or Tim Witherspoon granddaughter having problems in the streets with the boyfriend, I'm gonna touch it. But it gotta be somebody I love or somebody's family that I love.
Or
That's the
someone
only
you
way.
or the other flip side, someone you love shouldn't put you in that position.
Yes, but Fred, you know how these girls is, these young ladies today, they get these guys, they act perfect until they get them, then they start acting crazy.
That's their choice.
No, no, I know it's their choice,
That's their
but
flaws.
if they all right with me, I'm gonna touch it. Whoever mess with it, I'm gonna
Yeah.
touch it.
Yeah, but it's different in the 60s than it is in 2025 and the 70s.
Oh, Fred,
There's cameras
you ain't got
everywhere.
listen, Fred. I ain't got to touch them. All these kids that don't care, that's cool with me, they're touching. I just make sure they're all right when they get ready to go. That's what you got to do, Fred. You got to make things happen, man. See, I'm just saying. I know you wouldn't put me in that position. Tim Witherspoon wouldn't put me in that position. He can handle his own business because he's big in the streets in Philadelphia. Two-time heavyweight champion. He got a lot of people with him. But what I'm saying, Fred, I'm saying that a lot of people know what a person can do or can have done. They don't talk crazy. See, Errol Spence, he thought I was just some old retired fat guy that had power in the 60s or the 70s. He don't know it. I'm still strong in these streets. I go uptown, everybody now. I go up by the mosque. They say, here comes Jeremiah, last captain. I go up, I was up to the mosque Friday. Everybody showed me love. I was standing on the block and everybody asked me for autograph right in front of the mosque. Because I'm a legend, Fred. You got to know that, brother.
I
Do
understand
you?
that. Now it's time to develop. Now it's time to reestablish the other currencies, though. You got this boxing currency. You got the street currency. Now we got to get that Allah currency going. We got to get that. We got to get.
You
We
know,
got to raise
you
that
know,
up.
yeah, Fred, you sound like a Baptist preacher.
I'm not trying to say that. That's the last thing I am as a Baptist preacher. I'm just a
You,
pragmatic person. I'm
you
47 and you
sound,
80 something years old.
you,
I, I, I gotta make
you sound.
sure that when I die, I get to see you again. I ain't about listen. I ain't about that life, man. Like I know of it
I
because all
understand
my
what you're saying, and I appreciate it.
uh-huh.
But you know what, man? And let me say this: God have been good to me. In a few weeks, I'll be
So be good
82,
to him.
and my father's still alive. It just on my mother's side, it just three children left. Me, my big sister, Sammy. We call her Sammy after her grandfather,
Hmm.
and she thinks she my mother, and she's 12 years younger than me. But she just turned 70. She called me up. She said, "What you doing, son?" I said, "You ain't my mother." She said, "Yeah, I'm your mama gone, so I'm in charge now. Cause you ain't gonna do right."
You
I
ain't
said,
gonna do
"Yeah,
right.
baby.
She's exactly right.
Listen, Fred, I paid my dues. But what I love about her, though, Fred, and her husband, he's a good guy. He married her with 4 children, Fred, and neither one of them his. And 37 years later, they still together.
Well,
That's what I call a good man. Raise four children that's not yours, and you there 37 years later.
yeah, I would call him crazy, but you can call him a good man.
Yeah, Fred, I thought he was crazy when he first did it, but 37 years later, you still taking care of my big sister. All
Yeah,
the kids are grown now and
yeah.
got their own families. But to step in and marry a woman with 4 children,
Woo.
and 37 years later, you still there?
Yeah.
Listen, her boys is if you talk crazy to him, them boys gonna go to war.
As
The
they
boys,
should.
and they love it. Even though their father was around, but like my nephew said the other day at my sister's wake, he said, bro, oh, let me tell you something. He said, what Papa Kerman did, he said, even though my father Michael was there, he said, but Kerman was hands on. He didn't let us get away with nothing. I could get away with stuff. And then, my nephews, they're good kids. They come out the street, they'll go to war. But that ain't it no more, man. I told him I got him out of the streets. Something need to be done. I can make some calls if it need to be done.
Now
I'm
you need
trying
to
to
make some
do it.
boxing calls. You need to make some.
I'm gonna
Stop
make a
sending
lot
them
of
little
calls.
boys to
Man.
hell, man. Don't send
I'm
no
not
little
gonna send
boys
them
to
to hell.
hell. Don't send no them crash dummies to hell. Don't send no more crash dummies to hell, man.
Listen, Fred, I'm not gonna do that. But if it comes to that, if I got to do it, I got to do it.
Nah, you ain't got to do it. You an old man in the streets, man. People gonna honor you for being 80 some years old. That's good enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But now what's next before we talk about no?
Okay, you got anything on Jamal Charlo?
Well, Jamal Charlo, Fred. What I will say, You know I had a problem with them. I told you the situation with them with Ken Smith. And I'm pulling for Thomas Lamont to win or get a draw. If you get a draw or win, that'll help his promotion come. And then he's in a position. Now, I think his fight is a co-promotion for it. Because his mother said, I'm not going to let my son, from what I was told, I haven't talked to his mother or him since his last show. But Fred, is the show in Vegas?
The show is in Las Vegas, yes.
Yeah, they're on the undercard of Thomas Lamont. Thomas Lamont and Charlo on the undercard.
Yeah, of Caleb Plant, yes.
Yeah. So Fred, I think if he push them old legs with that 2-year layoff, he might can pull it off. I'm hoping that he pull it off. My prediction, I'm hoping that I'm not going to predict the outcome because the Vegas judges like Marvin Hagler and Larry Holmes said they're always drunk. I'm just copying off of Larry Holmes and the late great marvelous Marvin Hagler, originally from Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm going on, Fred. So I want Thomas Lamont to win. Anybody else on the card that I know, Fred, other than Thomas Lamont?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Kyron Davis. I
Who is
got
that?
Kyron Davis is fighting Yonel Hernandez.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
If Floyd got his little kid on that card?
That's a good question. He should.
He should right in Vegas.
Yeah, you're right. He
He
should
should
sell
have
some
his little kid
tickets.
on the card.
Floyd ain't mentioned Al Heyman's
If him
name
and
in a
Al
long
still
time, though.
talking, if him and Al still talking, Fred, you ain't heard nothing in the streets.
I mean, he ain't said his name in a long time.
I don't know if him and Al still talking, Fred.
I
I don't know. I haven't heard nothing. I haven't asked Sam about nothing, but that them guys think they got all the sense, Fred. Fred, it's sad. It's sad that you got a kid, Fred, that's in Vegas. What is this kid, Fred? 19 years old or something, Fred?
yeah, he missed weight already, though.
What is it, 18, 19, 20?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So I think he should have been on the card. But that's all I got to say about this show. I like Caleb playing. I wish him well, But Thomas Lamont is my guy.
I
He's
respect
like
it.
my nephew. I used to babysit him when he was a baby for his father, for Denise and Benny. I don't know if his father in Vegas or not, but he got a good shot. That's a good fight for him. It's a good
Yeah, it's a good
payday.
fight with
But Fred, the fight I told him to take was McNicky in New Jersey, but Top Rank only wanted to give him $150. So I don't know if he's getting more than $150 for Charlo. But I told him, I said, listen, before you take that fight, nephew, get your money up front. Have your money, have the commissioner, have your check
Yep.
before you step in the ring.
Yep.
Because I don't trust them guys.
Yep.
So Sam heard me say that. Sam said, why are you telling the guy not to trust us? I said, man, Sam, I trust you if you get to check the commission. But your man, I don't trust him. I don't like him. And I was with his brother.
Oh,
I
you
was
was
with
with
his
Al
brother. I
Heyman's
was with
brother?
Bobby. The Bobby was with DK. Matter of fact, Carl King is upset with you, man. I talked to Carl this morning. He said you hadn't reached that point.
I'm going to, man. Listen, you take up all my
I
time.
talked to Carl King
I
this
want to call
morning.
Ali
He's
so
upset
bad.
that you hadn't reached out for him. He said, man, Bobby shot Fred to reach out, but he don't reach out for the ones that put you in the position. And Ali said the same thing.
I
Said you
can't
ain't
wait to
coming,
talk to Ali. I'm so excited to talk to Ali. You
but
gotta
you need
send.
to talk to Carl, man.
Yeah, you gotta send. You gotta send me the. You gotta. When we get done, I gotta write down their numbers.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
See, I made you big. Now you want to go to Norfolk because
No,
I got
before
the
that, Mickey Bay is fighting in Philadelphia. He's fighting Tobias Green.
Bay brothers coming back.
Mickey Bay, yep, the 135 guy.
He fighting in Philadelphia.
June
Who got
7th.
him now, Fred?
June 7th.
Who got June 7th?
Yeah,
Fred, that's next weekend.
that's what I'm. That's why I'm telling you.
Fred, who doing the show?
He's
Who
fighting
they
in
with?
Newtown, Pennsylvania.
Newtown, Pennsylvania. That ain't in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah,
That's close to Ali's camp.
that's where he's fighting.
Who doing the show there?
I don't know. Brought to you
You
by
Cameron?
Millions. Millions Co.
Millions Promotion?
Yeah, Millions Co. That's what it say.
I don't know. You know who show that is?
No.
Danny Garcia. That's Danny show.
Oh, it
Danny Garcia.
is.
Yeah, the Danny Garcia show.
Well,
Because
you.
because there's a hot kid out of New Jersey. And I got a guy that called me yesterday that used to be with us. Uh, his son done won all kind of national USA tournaments.
Hmm.
He want me to take his son to top rank. I said, no, I'll take him to Cassie Duba and put Cassie back on the map. Because this kid is hot, but he want to wait to 28. I said, ain't nobody going to take care of this guy for 3 years.
Hmm.
Turn him down. He's going to be 19 his birthday, and let's make it happen. Guy called me from Montana, want me to get it done. But you guys want me to get all this stuff done. They ain't no check to you. They ain't send no cash out to you. So I ain't doing nothing.
Mm.
So yes, Mickey Bay, did it say who he fighting, Brad?
Yeah, I just told you. Tobias Green.
Tobias?
Hmm.
Yeah, he's from Philadelphia. He's from Danny neighborhood, the Badlands. Yeah, he's from Danny Garcia's neighborhood.
He better
Of
be.
course, Danny live in Florida now. He still got his relatives that live in Philly, but Danny and his father down in Florida, and the Angel, they down in Florida.
Yeah.
So you ready to go to Norfolk and talk about Norfolk?
For the 40th time? Sure. Hold on.